Once again, Underhill Cigarettes is proud to bring you a man who uses his razor-sharp wit, his ingenious mind, and his honed combat skills to fight the forces of tyranny and skullduggery. We give you The Furthering Affairs of Huntington P. Woolrich, one man's battle against forces both explained and enigmatic. Huntington P. Woolrich uses daring do to fight the seedy underbelly of one city's streets. A dramatization in 5 parts brought to you by Cleveland, Ohio's #1 collection of gifted talent, the Goldmine Players, featuring the incomparable Bartleby Tompkins. You've got to try Underhill cigarettes. Both men and women alike enjoy their soothing and delicious taste. Feel like one of the elite as you smoke Underhill cigarettes, sold at drugstores near you. Underhill cigarettes. You'll never smoke another like it. The night is All Hallows Eve, when old bones dance and ghouls and goblins rise to haunt the living. Huntington P. Woolrich, a detective with an attraction to the odd of nature, sits at an establishment in the seedy underbelly of Metroville, named the Lost Dreams Tavern. Tonight, Hunt is about to discover the dead stay dead no longer.
Another scotch and water there, Mr. Woolrich?
I won't be opposed to knocking back one more, Jerry.
I don't mean to pry into your business or nothing, but you've been positively gloomy since you walked through my doors tonight.
It's Halloween, Jerry, and I guess I'm still bent out of shape about Ava Ramon.
How long has she been gone, Hunt?
6 months to the day today. And I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't think about taking a dirt nap myself sometimes.
That's harsh talk there, Hunt. And a sore subject. Have they caught her a killer?
No. Top me off.
You got it. Looks like rain out there tonight. Maybe the adducts of Metroville will take the night off.
Knowing my proclivity for bad luck, I'm certain they'll be like the postman. Come rain, sleet, or snow.
Now there's that sense of humor.
I'm looking for Huntington Woolrich.
If there's money I owe you, you got the wrong fella, chum. If there's money you owe me, then pony it up, you cheapskate.
I'm here on account of my boss. My name's Huff, Franklin Huff. My boss, he's interested in acquiring your unique services.
Not tonight, Franklin. I've got a hot date with remorse and a bottle of whiskey.
My boss, he don't like being kept, Mr. Woolrich. He's an impatient man.
And tell him I had my nose in something I intended to finish.
Suit yourself. Mr. Traxton won't particularly enjoy receiving this news.
Hold up, friend. You wouldn't be talking of Alistair Traxton, the corrugated metal magnate, would you?
The very one.
Well then, why didn't you say? If the price is right, Huntington Woolrich doesn't turn down a case. Let's go see Mr. Traxton.
Shall I put your trick-or-treating on your tab, Hunt?
Good idea, Jerry. See what I told you? Just like the postman. This is an awful big room for an office, Mr. Traxton. Can hear yourself positively echo in here.
Merely formalities to the president of the third highest producer of corrugated metal products, Detective Woolrich.
Please, call me Mr. Woolrich. I gave up the private dick bit 6 months ago.
Around the time Ava Ramon was killed.
How did you know that, Mr. Traxton?
The air, it's electric on a night like this, no? Like you can taste the storm with every breath.
You're avoiding my very simple question, Mr. Traxton. What's your association with Miss Ramon?
Oh, come now. Every soul in Metroville knows Ava Ramon as the raven-haired dancer at Clausen's on 2nd. She was a stunning beauty.
Tell me something I don't know.
I had made her acquaintance on several occasions scarcely a year ago.
You got me. I didn't know that.
For being the love of your life, Mr. Woolrich, I'll estimate there's quite a bit about Ava Ramon that'll boggle your mind.
You asked me here to hire my services, knowing that I deal in the queer antics of Metroville. What's your angle?
Oh, patience, Mr. Woolrich. All in good time. Unless you're in a hurry.
Just thinking about eating a dirt sandwich.
Are you familiar with Dr. Harvey Nordlinger?
Can't say I've heard the name. Why?
He's an old friend of mine, a scientist. He studies the biological, the human body.
I have a tendency to do that myself sometimes.
His advancements in the world of biology will change the way modern medicine will be treated. No longer barbaric practices by the ill-informed, a true genius.
So I'm here to applaud this scientist's breakthroughs?
No.
Then why am I here?
To assist him. I seem to have misplaced something of immeasurable wealth to Dr. Nordlinger.
Any hints as to what this shiny bauble may be?
Well, now, I'm not quite sure you've garnered my trust yet, Mr. Woolrich. Your actions in the following hours will decide whether or not I can trust you.
And you say this may alter the landscape of science and medicine, eh?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Then I think we should talk money. What is the value of this trinket? How much is the third highest producer of corrugated metal products willing to spit out to retrieve this important item?
Oh, I assure you it has no monetary value. It is beyond that. Your efforts will be satisfactorily compensated.
Well, I'm not a foxhound, Mr. Traxton. Any leads?
Oh, I know exactly where it is.
Wouldn't rightfully call it misplaced, then.
Its location is in a rather, well, shall we call it an inconvenient spot.
Yeah? Where?
The grave of Ava Ramon.
I don't think you're headed to the right marker, Mr. Woolrich.
Trust me, Huff. I know right where I'm going.
Mr. Traxton, he was good friends with Ms. Ramon. I know what you're thinking. It was nothing more.
Ava's business was her own. Never affected how she felt about me.
Kind of spooky being out here, it being Halloween and all.
Afraid of the spooks and ghosts, are you?
On a night like this, I sure am.
Then you best prepare yourself for what we're about to find. Here, this is it. Give me a minute.
Sure thing.
Dear God, Ava, you gotta forgive me for what I'm gonna do. I would have said no, but the way Traxton was talking, he was gonna go ahead with or without me. And if your piece is gonna be defiled, I sure wasn't gonna let someone else do it. I'm sorry, baby. Come on, Huff, let's do this. We should be almost there. That's it. Come on, clear it away.
It's the coffin, all right, Mr. Woolrich.
Be careful, Huff. We don't want to cause any more harm than we already have. Take fistfuls of dirt. Can't you hear what's coming?
It sounds like it's right on top of us. We gotta hurry.
I think it's too late. We're gonna be drenched soon.
Oh, God. I'm gonna be sick.
Keep it together. You're a professional. Look, we're almost there.
Goodness gracious, Mr. Woolrich. I can't see my hand in front of my face.
It's coming down right and proper. Block me so I can finally get this open and see what it is Mr. Traxton so desperately needs.
You got it.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
I can't see, Mr. Woolrich. I can't see nothing.
Ava, my only love, what's happened to you?
That concludes tonight's exhilarating adventure with Huntington P. Woolrich. If you're curious to hear what happens next, tune in next week at the same time on this station to hear the furthering affairs of Huntington P. Woolrich. And don't forget, smoke soothing and delicious Underhill cigarettes, the cigarette of the stars of our show. Good night.